Hey Chuglets, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking on the video. Please as always, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Before we get started, let me issue my usual disclaimer. If you hear any music in this video, I don't own the rights to it, so please don't mute my stuff, YouTube. All right. Today what I wanted to do was do a 10-pin tutorial. I haven't done a tutorial in a while, and I thought, let's do the 10-pin today. You know, if you're a right-hand bowler, you know, the 10-pin can be your nemesis. If you're a left-handed bowler, then it's the 7-pin. But anyway, these are some tips and techniques that I have learned that will help me and should help you knock out that 10-pin when you get it. So, the easiest way to take care of the 10-pin is to change the roll of the ball, straighten it out. And by doing that, you just want to take your wrist and flatten it out. So when I talk about flattening out your wrist, I mean at release, for your strike ball, usually your wrist is going to be cupped. You know, you're going to be cupping the ball in your hand, and as you release, you're coming around the ball with your hand. To straighten out and take some of that curve off the ball, you're just going to straighten out your wrist. So here's my wrist cupped. This is my wrist straight. Cupped, straight. Cupped, straight. So now with the wrist straight, I can just roll the ball off. It should get into a roll sooner, and it should stay on line. Now, just like with anything else, you still have to hit your mark. And your mark for the 10-pin is going to be around board 15. So let's get set up on the approach, and we'll take a couple of shots at it. All right. For this shot, you're going to want to stand on about board 35. So on the very last dot to the left. You're going to set up as you would for your strike ball, but you're going to pivot your shoulders. You're going to point your chest and your shoulders toward the 10-pin. You want to try to get it over the 15 board, the third arrow. And like I said, you want to have a soft release at the bottom, but the key is going to be your wrist. You want to have those soft hands at the bottom, and you want to have that wrist straight and flattened out at the end. So we'll take another shot. Well, actually we'll reset it, and we'll take another shot. But we'll just pull back here again and give you an idea what I'm talking about with the wrist. So, as I said, you know, in a normal shot, you're underneath the ball, you know, your wrist is cupped, the hand is cupped underneath the ball. You want to flatten it out, just relax your wrist, just let the ball hang normally. So your thumb is going to be on top of the ball now, as opposed to in back. Thumb will be on top of the ball. As you come through, you're just going to release it off your fingers. And that way, like I said, it will take the hook out of the ball. You just have to, you know, be accurate in laying the ball down at your laydown point, and you should be able to take out those 10 pins. So we're reset. Let's take a couple other shots at it here. Again, we're going to stand on 35. Point our shoulders. Okay. A little off target. Like I said, you still got to be accurate, just like with anything else with this sport. Got to be accurate. Let's go ahead and reset that and give it another shot here. Set up, we're going to point our shoulders toward the target. And like I said, we're aiming for about 15, maybe just right at 15, but around the 15 board. Just nice, smooth, and controlled. gonna go ahead and do one more here. There we go. All right. So there you go. Hopefully that helps you out in picking up those 10 pins. Like I said, it's going to take practice with anything else in this sport, but the thing to focus on, the main thing that you want to remember when you're doing that is your arm and your release and where your thumb is. So, like I said, straighten out the wrist, flatten out the wrist, and just come out the ball smoothly, but mainly get your wrist flattened out, get your thumb on top of the ball, and be accurate, and pick a target out there. Like I said, I'm aiming for about the 15 board, you know, maybe in between the 10 and the 15. So, but you want to have a target, and if you just practice it, get your swing online, should be able to start picking up those 10 pins. I've noticed myself personally just doing this technique, my 10 pin pickup percentage has gone up. So hopefully this tip works out for you. As always, please share, like, subscribe, and keep on chugging.